Our visa system, okay, who you allow to visit your country should reflect the national interest. We said that from the very beginning. It was one of the directives that we got from the president. It's one of the things he ran on. And so our visa process basically is, now there are some times we'll deny people visas because of activities they've undertaken overseas. Other times it's people that have visas but are in the United States doing things that run counter to our national interest.
Cannot believe what I am reading. Too many people are skipping over this. Marco Rubio just signed a ban on all legal visa processings. That's insane. Legal visa processing ban. So people who have been here for 10, 15, 5 years, who have been going through the system legally, have just been shut out. And it's not just a small ban. 75 countries.
We're the Wilson family, and we are stuck in Nigeria because President Trump just banned our adopted child from entering the U.S.
Hello, good people. Welcome to African Commentary. Here we learn and grow every day. If you are new here, kindly consider subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. I really appreciate. So in today's video, I want us to talk about the current news that Trump just suspended legal immigration visas for 75 countries. Trump said he'll make America great again, and these are the moves that he's making. Do you think this is a good thing or a bad thing? So before I speak much, let's watch some reactions from Americans concerning this.
Cannot believe what I am reading. Too many people are skipping over this. Marco Rubio just signed a ban on all legal visa processings. That's insane. Legal visa processing ban. So people who have been here for 10, 15, 5 years, who have been going through the system legally, have just been shut out. And it's not just a small ban. 75 countries, not 7, not 17, 75 countries. That's almost half the world he just put a ban on. One man just put a signature down and put a ban on millions of people. This means college students, tech talent, nurses, professors, people who are coming to shape the country to be a better place. And he just slammed the door shut. And it's not a temporary ban, it's indefinite. So the administration can hold this off for years. Millions of people. Had this happened in the 90s, many of you wouldn't be here today. If this Trump administration put this ban in place in the 90s, this country would look completely different. This was once a country that was diverse. We thrived on diversity, inclusion, a melting pot. And Marco Rubio just put a ban on legal visa processings. That is insane. Do not skip over this headline.
We're the Wilson family, and we are stuck in Nigeria because President Trump just banned our adopted child from entering the U.S. We legally adopted our special needs baby almost a year ago. They were medically fragile when we first arrived in Nigeria, but through love and nutrition, they are now a happy toddler fully integrated into our family. We have been patiently waiting and following the legal process for our child to migrate to America, but now Trump and the U.S. government has blocked that opportunity. Could our family return to the U.S. without our toddler? Yes, but that would mean taking them back to the orphanage. We are not abandoning our child at the orphanage. In the same way, we wouldn't send any of our children to go live in an orphanage. Our family stays together no matter what. If our baby is locked out of the United States, then so are we. President Trump has issued this adoption visa ban because of national security risks. But foreign diplomats, ethnic and religious minorities facing persecution in Iran, and professional athletes and coaches are still allowed to enter the U.S. But our 2-year-old, who is already adopted by an American family, is not allowed to enter the country. This is literally the first time in U.S. history that internationally adopted children have been prohibited from entering the U.S. We'd like to invite you to help. Engage with this video, like, comment, and share so that our story spreads and we can advocate for the adoption ban to be lifted. You can also call or email your state senators and ask them to advocate to have this ban on adoption visas lifted so American families can bring their children home. There are many other families and children affected by this ban. Okay, girls, we said we needed to talk to you about Alilu's paperwork. So you know how Alilu needs a visa to get into the United States, right? So President Trump banned 39 countries.
And we're one of the 39 countries.
Nigeria is one of the 39 countries. So now even children are banned from getting a visa.
So even though Alilu is already adopted by us, they are not allowed to go home.
Can we ever go home?
We don't know. How does that make you feel hearing that we're not going home soon?
Feel sad? But why did you do that to us? Or the other countries killing the other people? Rude. Look, Mama.
And do you still think it's worth it to have Alilu join our family?
Yeah.
It
You're
is
getting
worth it.
emotional. You're getting emotional.
It's an emotional topic.
I'm not getting emotional.
It's okay.
Can you see me getting emotional? Yeah. I might feel a little tiny here.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep trusting God. So we need to trust that this is part of his plan.
A plan? Why would this be a plan when it's terrible?
Sometimes plans might seem terrible to us.
But that's
But
just because we don't fully understand
We don't
it.
see all of it. We don't see the whole big thing. We only see a little tiny piece of it.
It is now extremely unlikely that my wife will be able to visit the United States anytime soon. For those that don't know me, my name is Chris. I'm an American. I've been married to my beautiful wife, Adenike, for the past year and a half. We have been waiting for her visa interview to come to the United States since May 2024, and with the new presidential travel ban, she currently has no path to come to the United States. As of the presidential proclamation yesterday, the U.S. will no longer issue immigrant visas to Nigerian spouses. There are a total of 35 countries, all listed below, affected by this ban. Previously, earlier travel bans had only focused on non-immigrant visas. These are things like student visas, business visas, and tourist visas. People petitioning for their spouses or children were exempt, and this is no longer the case. My wife has never met the majority of my relatives, and she has never set foot in my home country of the United States. I think a lot of Americans don't realize how difficult it actually is to come to the country legally. We have known each other for 5 years, and my wife has never been able to come to the United States. And now it is essentially impossible. I made a lot of videos explaining this process because I feel that it is important to call attention to the hundreds of thousands of people in my same situation waiting endlessly to be reunited with their spouse. I use these videos to draw attention to the real people caught in these immigration battles, and hope you will like, comment, and share this video.
Our visa system, okay, who you allow to visit your country should reflect the national interest. We said that from the very beginning. It was one of the directives that we got from the president. It's one of the things he ran on. And so our visa process basically is, and there are some times we'll deny people visas because of activities they've undertaken overseas. Other times it's people that have visas but are in the United States doing things that run counter to our national interest. And the law gives us the right, and in fact, I would argue the obligation to remove people like that from our country. And we're going to continue to do it. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, sometimes somebody comes in and says, oh, I want to come in as a student. They're here as a student, and then once they're here, they're involved in nefarious activity. We're going to remove them from the country. But they maybe they're here as a researcher. Maybe they're here as, I don't want to say journalist because you guys will get upset, but you know, it could be anything. You know, these are visitors to the country. A visa is a visitor. It's not a right. By the way, we deny visas every day all over the world. People will go to an embassy, they'll sit for an interview, and the consular officer will deny them a visa because of something that came up in their record, because of something that came up in their interview, whatever it may be. So if you have the power to deny someone a visa before they get one, you most certainly have the power to revoke it once they get one and then do something they shouldn't be doing. So there's a variety of reasons why visas are denied, but all of them are because it implicates our national interest or national security in some way.
So Donald Trump has suspended immigration visas for 75 countries. The suspension will take effect on January 21st, but it doesn't apply to visitors or short-term visa holders. So according from a tweet from the Department of State, they state the State Department will pause immigration visa processing from 75 countries whose migrants take welfare from the American people at unacceptable rates. The freeze will remain active until the US can ensure the new immigrants will not extract wealth from the American people. So an article also states, An exception applies to dual nationals who apply using a valid passport from a country not included in the suspension. The suspension will not apply to non-immigrant, temporary, tourist or business visas. Let's go through this list. This is the official list of the 75 countries that are going to be impacted with the suspension for the immigration visa. So we've got Afghanistan, Albania, Algeria, Antigua, Barbuda, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Bahamas, Bangladesh, Barbados. What did Barbados do? Oh my god, some of these feel like it's so random. Belarus, Belize, Bhutan, Bosnia, Brazil, Burma, Cambodia, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Colombia, Cote d'Ivoire, Cuba, Democratic Republic of Congo, Dominica, Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Fiji, Gambia, Georgia, Ghana, Grenada, Guatemala, Guinea, Haiti, Iran, Iraq, Jamaica, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Kosovo, Kuwait. Wow, what's that? Whoa. Kyrgyzstan, oh god. Laos, Lebanon, Liberia, Libya. Whoa, I've never heard of none of these places, you know. Macedonia. Oh, I know Macedonia. Moldova. What the hell? Mongolia. Guys, I'm tired. This is such a mouthful for me. Morocco, Nepal, Nicaragua. Yeah, this is the list. I don't even know why I attempted to read that. But yeah, this is the list. Screenshot it if you need it. I can't read anymore. My mouth is getting tongue-tied.
The United States is pausing immigrant visa processing for applicants from 75 different countries. One of those countries is Bangladesh, which is why I'm in little Bangladesh, speaking to people about how this impacts them and their families. Mohammed Siddiqui immigrated to the United States from Bangladesh over 30 years ago. He now has 2 kids and wanted his mom, who still lives there, thousands of miles away, to be close by.
I wanted to bring her over here so she could see them.
He got her an interview with the U.S. Embassy in Bangladesh.
It took me like almost 2.5 years.
Her interview was scheduled for February 3rd. But the Trump administration announced this week it's indefinitely freezing visa applications for people from 75 countries beginning January 21st. One of those countries is Bangladesh.
I was shocked, I'm like, okay, this thing happened with my mom, and so basically she wouldn't be able to come.
The State Department wrote in a statement it will use its long-standing authority to deem ineligible potential immigrants who would become a public charge on the United States and exploit the generosity of the American people. On X, the State Department wrote, the freeze will remain active until the U.S. can ensure that new immigrants will not extract wealth from the American people. Siddiqui argues those who have visas also pay taxes.
But at the end of the day, even though those people, those who take the help from the government, but they pay taxes. It's not like those people don't pay taxes.
Also, to clarify on this, it is for those people who are looking to move to the US for permanent residency, not for these short travels like just visiting. No, it is affecting people who want to go and live in America, maybe work, maybe get married, you see. And I can just feel how disheartening this news is to those people who have been waiting for visas. Trump has suspended legal immigrants' visas, not illegal. That means that these people are just people who have done everything well, and maybe someone has been waiting for some years for his or her visa so that finally he or she can move to the US. But unfortunately, if you fall among these 75 countries, you can look up for them on Google. You are not lucky, you can't move to the US. On the other hand, I feel like this news has its advantages and disadvantages. For the advantages, I can say that finally This will give people a chance to work in their own home countries. It will give a chance for people to look at the opportunities in their own home countries. You see, for some people, they just look forward to the American dream. But from what we see and what Americans say is that the American dream is not there at all. People are really working hard in the US to make it. Suspension of visas is kinda a good thing, I can say, for those people who are maybe have lost hope in their own home countries, who have lost hope in life and they just want to move to the US. This is a chance for them to reflect back and say, you know what, I can still make it here at home. I can still find opportunities here at home and make home great again, and don't go to make America great again. Now, on the disadvantages side, I can say for those people who are looking forward maybe to meet their partners, they haven't seen each other in years, and maybe they wanted to move to the US to live together, get married, but now one partner is in one of these 75 countries and his or her visa cannot be processed. So it means that you can't move to the US, and maybe that was the plan for this family. That means that this has been crushed. It's going to be hard for families such like this, whereby maybe children were the one left in the home countries with their mother, and they were supposed to move to the US to live with the dad also. It's going to be hard. And maybe the dad has a permanent residency visa and he works in the US. That means he's the one who'd just be coming to see his family, or maybe they'll be coming to see him and then moving back, because only short term visas are accepted, tourist visas. As much as Trump says he doesn't want immigrants in his country, immigrants do really help that nation in terms of sectors like healthcare, caregiving. You see, for Americans, they look at these jobs as low jobs, like that, those jobs left for immigrants. And right now, when he's suspending visa processing for immigrants, that means that be reduction in workforce, and Americans might be forced to do the works themselves. They are used to immigrants working these low profile jobs, but now where are they going to get the labor force? It means that they themselves will be the one forced to work. Okay, let them do it, because what can we say? What can we do? Nothing. I know there are people who are really, really heartbroken with this news. Those people who are in the process of processing their visas, maybe they have been waiting for a lot of years, they have given a lot of money. It's really disheartening to them. Just what you'll just tell them is take heart. Yeah, take heart and just try something else. That does not mean that life has to end. Life has to continue. We can't do anything. When Trump says, he says. So what can we do? We have nothing else to do. But I pity those people who are. There is this family that had adopted a Nigerian kid. It's a white family that is in Nigeria, and they had adopted a Nigerian kid who is a special needs kid, and they needed her to move to the US to get some medical assistance. So it is going to be hard, and they will have to leave the baby behind. They can't process the visa for that kid. It's so disheartening, and I can feel how heartbroken they are. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. Trump is making America great again. What can we do? What can we say? Nothing. So that's all. I hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. Let's stay positive and just know that things will still work out for those people. Let's meet in the next video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I really, really appreciate. See you in the next one. Bye.